Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Sum. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from Freebies. It looks like UVI just updated to Vintage Vault 5. Looks like Zebra 3 is in the final state of beta. Before we get to our top story, though, if you could hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. And that like button, it really helps the channel out. But our top story today, this one comes from Elektron. It looks like Elektron has just sold to a private investment group. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. All right, it says Elektron acquired by Boner Capital. All right, I know it's probably Bonnier. I'm sorry. Just jokes, people, just jokes. Much loved Swedish electronic instrument maker Elektron announced today that they have been acquired by Bonnier Capital, but it's business as usual. In the announcement made today, or I guess a couple of days ago at this point, Elektron declared it had been acquired by Bonnier Capital, a family-owned media group. Now I feel bad. It's family-owned. I'm calling them Boner Capital over here. We're grabbing these jokes out of the bottom of the barrel this morning, y'all. I'm sorry. They are also quick to reassure that the community by making it quite clear that everything would continue as normal. So what's going on at Elektron? Rather than a rescue package, this seems to be a long-term investment in a company that has produced some of the incredibly popular and innovative pieces of gear, which has helped them gain a considerable fan base amongst users. The company will maintain full independence and continue to operate out of its Gothenburg HQ, along with its offices in Los Angeles and Berlin. Thankfully, there was no mention of streamlining the workflow. Ultimately, this plan is for them to take advantage of a broader strategic resources and preserving its unique identity in the industry. So it says right here, new investment and reinvestment. Owner Jonas Hillman and CEO Alex Hellstrom, along with current management team, will also be reinvesting in the business. So this really does sound like positive move for the company and possibly points to some decidedly proactive business planning in what is becoming a slightly volatile industry. I'm looking at you, Native Instruments. Jeez, gear news. Y'all had to take the shot there. So we'll finish reading this article out real quick. Along with the usual corporate spill that accompanies such announcements, both entities seem completely committed to the continued future of the company to have assured customers, partners, and wider community as a whole that is 100% business as usual, and all product development support and commitments remain unchanged. I guess these are gear news thoughts. I guess we're going to see a lot more of this in coming years. Synth manufacturers outside the big three, Roland, Yamaha, and Korg, are often incredibly lean operations and work off very tight margins, which is correct. So, what are my thoughts on this? Honestly, I don't know. It sounds like they're just trying to get more investors so that they can expand. So that sounds like what Elektron's doing, because it says here in the story somewhere that the owner and the CEO, they're both reinvesting into the business too as well. So it's not as if they just sold the company and now they're out of there. It sounds like they're keeping the same exact team. It sounds like the owners are reinvesting in there with the Bonnier Capital. But I just know from the perspective where I'm at, I've seen a lot. I talked to a lot of different developers and different hardware companies, software companies. And I do know that a lot of these companies are very thin as far as their teams, their production teams, their marketing teams, whatever it is. It might just be one person's the marketing team. And then it might just be two people on the development team. So for us on the outside, it looks like, we're looking at these companies and we're like, oh, well, they have to have, 1,000 employees when they might only have 40 employees. So it sounds to me like Elektron's trying to get it to a place where they can get, 100, 150, 200 employees versus the 50 employees they have now. So we'll see, though. We'll see. All right, guys, up next, I've got a freebie. This freebie, though, is only good for a limited time, and it is only for Pigment users. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So over at Audio Plugin Deals right now, you can get 500 presets by this gentleman named Patchmaker. It's for Arturia pigments. Normally, I don't do preset packs, so you guys don't see that a lot, even if they are free on this channel. But something told me, check this one out. And I was not disappointed. So let's go ahead and hop into FL Studio. As we check this one out, again, it's going to have 500 presets in it. When you go to get it, if you've ever got anything from Audio Plugin Deals before, You're going to sign up for it there. Basically, you're going to get it there. Then you're going to get an email and it's going to send you to another site. In the email, there's going to be a promo code for you to enter into the other site, and then you'll just download it from there. So it's not really that long, but just to let you know, there's a few steps to get this. But again, this thing has 500 presets. Some of these basses sound like right, pretty solid bass right there. Modern trap. Right, some decent basses here. Right. I guess I should have mentioned this is supposed to be for EDM, but I feel like you can use a lot of these sounds for other stuff. And these are just all basses. I mean, there's more in here than just basses, but I'm about to use to mess out this pack. I'm about to use this pack for the show. All right, so let's check out something besides bass. We've got bells, we've got keys, we've got all kinds of stuff in here. Let me go ahead and just light that one real quick, if I don't mind. I kind of like that one too. I like this kit. Obviously, you guys can tell I like this because I never pull up preset packs and play through demonstrations, and I've definitely spent a bunch of minutes on this. I mean, that's what I got for you guys on this one. I'm just going to say, if you got pigments, this is an absolute no-brainer. Go get this. It doesn't matter what genre you make because there's sounds for everything in there. But if you're doing EDM, house, any kind of EDM, I go grab this. Go grab this. And up next, guys, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one is for your Contact player. It is free, and it is called Luxe Orchestral Strings Elements. So this is a light version of the full Luxe Orchestral Strings. As you see, it's going to have 4 different play styles here. You don't get all the articulations and all the sounds, obviously. You're just going to get basic articulations. And when you get this thing and you first open it up, this CC1 is going to be down here like this, so you're not going to get no volume. Just turn this up, and then I'll give you volume. right? So you're gonna get that. You get different play styles with this. Right, so you're gonna get different play styles. You get tremolo too. Right? Then you're gonna get sustain too with tremolo. They've got different violins. You heard it here first. Oh, guess I didn't click on it though. All right, so then you got this one as well. We've got violas. We got this celly here. Got basses. We've got legato elements. But that's basically what's going to come in there. So with everything else, I will leave this link below in the description. The next story that I have for you guys today, this one comes from UVI. Looks like UVI just dropped the vintage Casio collection, and they also dropped the vintage Vault 5. I did cover these in a video earlier this week, but again, these videos do more views, and this is something that I feel like a lot of y'all should see. So let's go ahead and check this thing out. As we see here, vintage Vault 5 is currently on sale for $299 for the intro price. When you're thinking about that, though, you're going to get all of these instruments in there. So there's 43 different instruments in there. I know there is probably about 1,500, 1,600 different presets. There is a lot of different stuff in there. As you see, there's over 1,800 different presets and 1 million samples, they say. 43 different products. It emulates all kinds of old school synths, as you see here. So again, I did a full review on the newer synths in this, which are these right here. But I have the vintage Casio Legacy collection pulled up. I also want to add here, this is $299. If you were to just get the vintage Casio collection, this is $199, right? But this comes in vintage Vault. So it's just something to think about if you were thinking about getting the vintage Casio Legacy collection. You might just want to get vintage Vault for an extra $100 and get, you know what I'm saying, like 40 more synthesizers. So let's go ahead, hop in FL Studio. I'm not going to go through a full demonstration on this because, again, like I said, I have done a full review on this. I can leave all that linked. But when you get this, you're going to get different synths in this Casio collection. So I got a little demo beat. This was probably the weakest beat of all the beats that I put together because I was just playing with the Casio. But I'll kind of briefly go through the Casio here in a second, but it sounds like this. All right, so that's kind of the little demo beat that I had. I kind of just want to open up some of these so that you guys can see this. So with this, you're going to get you get a drums, the Casio drum machine. You're gonna get Casio CZ, the Casio FZ, the Casio VZ, the Casio HZ, the Casio CTK, and then you get multis, which is pretty dope too. So you actually get 7 different things in here. So as you see, they're different synthesizers with a whole bunch of different presets. They just stuck them all in the same folder, I guess. But these are all different synths, as you can see right here when you go back to the different one. They're all different synths. They have different functionality, the different sounds and stuff like that in them too as well. So yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff in this. You get multi-modes, you just get a lot of stuff. So we'll just check out just some random stuff. So this is just in the multis, and the other ones, obviously it's gonna be different sounds, but the multis are giving you a bunch of different stuff. And then you can see, here's the levels over here. Right? I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I hadn't even gone through any of these multis yet. All right. Let me stop. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was gonna half-ass this. Ooh, almost cursed. I almost dropped the F-bomb. I was about to half-ass this video this morning and not do any sound demonstrations because I was tired. But then I was like, nah, we do sound demonstrations over here. We got the plugins. We might as well show them what the stuff sounds like. So I'm glad I did. I kind of enjoyed these multis. But yeah, this is what kind of some of these synths are going to look like in this collection. The drums are pretty cool too. You get a bunch of different kind of drums in here, little grooves you can go through. But yeah, this thing's dope. Again, I went through this in more in depth because, you know, like with this, you're going to get a sequencer, you get effects, you do get effects on everything and stuff like that. But super solid. Again, I've done a full review on there, so I'll leave this link below too. Definitely something worth checking out. Fire sounds in here. It looks like Minipool from Karani Sounds is free again for a limited time. You just have to sign up for, I think, the newsletter or whatnot. When you open up Minipool, it's going to look like this. Again, something I've done a full review on. I'm not going to go too in depth on this, but it does just give you some old school vintage sounds like. But you can do cool stuff like randomize. So all these things down at the bottom, randomize stuff up in here. So you see this red, if I hit this, it's gonna randomize all the red on this side. So allow it, just randomizes everything. If I hit this one, it's gonna randomize everything that's blue and green. If I hit this, it's gonna randomize everything in this section. And then the same over here in the effects section. Just go ahead and randomize everything. And then I can randomize everything over here in the effects section. You gotta start turning stuff on though, huh? Or I can just randomize everything. There is a bunch of presets in here. Yeah, I mean, it's got stuff that's gonna sound like that in here. But yeah, this is free too. If you want a full demo on it, just go to my channel and check it out. I've got a full demo rocking through this whole entire plugin. And it looks like Yuhi is in the final stage of beta testing for Zebra 3, their flagship synth. You can check it out for free now for a limited time while it's still in beta. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So it says here, Yuhi Zebra 3 edges closer to official status with free final beta release. So I believe that you just get to use the beta and check out the beta until it becomes, you know what I'm saying, done and out of the beta stage. And then you have to pay for the full version. But let's take a look here. When it comes to soft synths, very few developers do it as well as Yuhi. That is correct. Zebra 3 edges closer to coming out. So it says Zebra 3 is the latest version of Yuhi's flagship synth, and the final beta release could be your last chance to test it out for free. Once officially released, Zebra 3 will cost 249 euros, but there's a couple ways to save some money. You can pre-order it now and you'll get a 70 euro discount, bringing it down to 179 euros. Anyone with the Zebra 2 license before it became Zebra Legacy can upgrade to Zebra 3 for $30. And then if you're not ready to pay for this, Zebra 3 came out. So I'm not going to go through all this again. I have covered Zebra 3 like 3 or 4 times. I just wanted to let you guys know that it was in final beta. And last but not least, guys, I've got some deals for you guys today. The first set of deals comes from the good people over at Zounds. Y'all already know I love me some Zounds. You guys are looking to get some gear, maybe get it for cheap, but you don't got the money to get it right now and your credit might not be the best. Don't worry. You might be able to come over here to Zounds and get what you're looking for with no credit check. So let's go ahead and check out some of these deals. The first deal I have for you guys today is the Akai MPC Key 37 is on sale for $699. So that's $200 off right now. And this is something that you can get right here, as you can see, with no credit check. So if you're looking to get into the MPC world, I've done a review on the MPC. I mean, I love MPCs. I like FL Studio a little bit more, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely a pretty good piece of hardware. Definitely worth checking it out, especially for $200 off. This deal ends on the 30th of this month. The next deal I have for you guys today is another banger. This one is the Moog Messenger. This one is also $200 off. So again, this is another one that you can get with no credit check. Verifier synthesizer, $200 off. I mean, no credit check. Can't beat that. The next set of deals I have for you guys today, these ones come from Adam Audio. So Adam Audio is having deals on their monitors right now. So you can currently get $50 off the D3Vs. You can get $20 off the T7Vs. You can get $20 off the T5Vs. I did a review on these a ways back. Very good monitors, for sure. You get $130 off the A77Hs. You can get $100 off the A7Vs. Those are actually the monitors that I use in my studio right now. So I've also done a review on these. You guys could see it on the channel, but normally these are $899. So they're normally $900 a speaker. Getting them for $100 off is a fire price too. And if you're interested in these, you could get one and then get the other one without a credit check. So, it's just something to think about. $200 off the A8Hs, and then, you know what I'm saying, $60 off the A4Vs, and then $100 off the A44s. So definitely some good deals over here. Adam Audio makes fire monitors. I mean, again, they're the monitors that I've used, and I've pulled the other monitors out of my studio, and I only use these ones. So then the next set of deals I got are coming from Plugin Boutique. So the first deal I got from Plugin Boutique is Amplitude 5 is $29.99. I know it goes on sale a lot for like $49.99. You're looking for a good guitar amp. I mean, this is a good guitar amp. You're going to get a ton of different presets in here. Amplitude 5 is fire. I mean, I only really use Amplitude 5 and Guitar Rig. Those are the only two amps I use for any time I'm using anything guitar related, would be this and Guitar Rig. And if you can get this for $29, you might not need Guitar Rig. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? The next deal I got for you guys is coming from IK Multimedia too. They have this Total Guitar Max deal going on right now. And this Total Guitar Max deal, what you're going to get is you're going to get Amplitude 5 Max. So that's Amplitude 5 Max has everything in it. So that's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? That's going to have all their Marshall stuff in there, all the Fender stuff. It's going to have everything in there. But it's like super, it's more than just the regular version. I wish I had everything in here to be able to read, but it's more than just the regular version. And then you're gonna get Tone X SE. You're gonna get Modal Bass 2. You're gonna get Modal Drum 1.5. You'll get Tone X Metal Gems. You're gonna get Tone X Boutique Overdrives, Tone X Signature Bass Collections. You know, so you get a kind of a lot in this for guitars. And then if you are thinking about something like this, SSL has this band bundle too. So, you know, if you grab that, you got this band bundle over here too now, and it comes with the drum strip. So now, you know what I'm saying, you can process your drums that you would get from Moto Drum. It's got vocal strip. So if you got vocals, you know, obviously you can get your vocals right. And then it's got guitar strip. So you would be able to, you know what I'm saying, run your guitar through here before you ran it through an amp if you wanted to. Or not, you know what I'm saying? But this is also a nice deal. I was going to mention this deal anyway, because I think all of these typically are like $150 each by themselves. Oh, the bundle was $199 though. That's wild, because I think these are like $150 by themselves each. But anyway, they're all three of them are good plugins for $39. You know, it's something you might want to take a look at. SSL also has a deal on the Fusion bundle. So the Fusion bundle, all these plugins do typically cost about $200. So they say this Fusion bundle typically is $999. It's $75 right now. What you're going to get in there is going to be this SSL Fusion Transformer. You're going to get this SSL Fusion Violet EQ. You're going to get this SSL Fusion Hi-Fi Compressor. You're going to get this SSL Fusion Stereo Image. And then you're going to get this SSL Fusion Vintage Drive. And so it's all good stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for, you know, if you've ever been looking at any of this Fusion stuff, right now is probably the time to grab it. And then the last deal I have for you guys is from UJam. So they are offering Dandy for $9. Dandy is a bass guitar plugin. I believe I've done a review on this. If not, I've covered it on the news before. But it is a pretty solid bass plugin. It's going to give you a bunch of grooves. So you're going to get like 30 different styles. You get 990 phrases, 100 different presets. You get 15 finisher multi-effects. And then you can MIDI drag and drop. So definitely a good deal. But that's what I got for you guys in today's video. Hopefully I could help you guys out, especially with that Pigments pack, that 500 presets. Those are definitely dope. But make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always. Signing off as your anchor man. Something. Hit the keys. Until next time, peace. Some. Hit the keys.